Here is some Supremacy on Tatooine from the final build of the game that we got to play recently out at EA Redwood. You'll notice there at the beginning of the map, I was using the Shadow Trooper skin. Everything was unlocked for us in this game mode. So I went through and picked a few things before the game had started. I picked the Shadow Trooper customization. And while we're on that topic, Stormtroopers will have the option to have their helmet removed. That is some of the discussions I've been seeing lately, and I figure this will put it to rest, and hopefully you guys will accept it because it's really not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. This game mode is like a mix between Conquest and Rush. You start off with 2 flags, the enemies start off with 2 flags, and then you have to, at the beginning of the map, rush to the middle and capture the flag. Depending on which team gets the flag depends on which one opens up. So we're getting it at this first one. That next X on the right side of the indicator up top would open up, and that would be available for us to capture. If the enemy captured it, and it would be the opposite. The blue check mark closest to the center would open up, and they would have the ability to capture that. And every time you capture a flag, it will add a certain amount of time. I can't remember the exact amount of time, but it will add a little bit of time to the total time of the game. Because initially it starts out at 10 minutes, which is pretty short. But as long as there's a good push and pull, that will continue counting, and it'll pretty much can go forever. This wasn't my best round, but to give you guys an idea of how the map is, I'm not going to edit anything out. I'm going to let it play all the way through. I was still getting used to the sensitivity and flying and stuff of the computers we were using, so there's a lot of deaths. This is my favorite game mode, personally. It's very infantry-centric. It's got a conquest feel to it, and it has a rush feel to it with how the flags are laid out and you have to take them, and it's a push-pull. If you are a fan of those 2 game modes, I'm pretty sure you will like this game mode as well. There are quite a bit of improvements as well in this game that, since we are playing on the final build of the game, I'm not sure how much you will notice, but just playing the game, especially with how turrets and stuff handle, it's just night and day from the beta on how these things handle. Spawns are improved, everything just feels a lot more, it's just a tighter experience, and I think a lot of people will enjoy how it's running now. By no means am I saying the changes are perfect. There can be further adjustments that'll most likely need to be in the future, but as of right now, the difference is just so much better as an experience to play the game. I do really think that this game mode will be one of the more popular ones in the community's eyes, and I hope so because it's really fun. But I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to let the video play out. Hopefully you guys kind of see some of the things that changed and like the layout of the map. Oh, there you go, homing shot. That really irritates me. But anyway, I'm going to let the rest of the game play out, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you do end up buying it on the 17th, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Get a lot of hours into the thing.
They have pushed us back. We need to regroup and launch a counter-offensive. We are taking over a control point.
Possession of a control point. Here they come. We are taking over a control point.
Nearby.
We are taking over a control point.
Be on the lookout for the Jedi Skywalker. He has been spotted near your location.
Get up!
They are taking over a control point. send Boba Fett to provide backup.
We are taking possession of a control point.
Enemies ahead! That's it!
Control point capture is underway.
Luke Skywalker has been spotted near your position. The Emperor wants Skywalker defeated.
Our forces have captured a control point. Well done. Keep an eye out for rebels.
That is the end of Skywalker. Now we will crush this rebellion.
We need a scout transport on the field.
Scout transport now in position. Missiles locking on. Be on the lookout for the Jedi Skywalker. He has been spotted near your location. Capping the final control point. Everything is going as planned. Skywalker has been defeated. You're mine.
Watch for homing missiles.